Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
The Ashe slows, Ori speed up, slow down as well. So it's going to be a really interesting one. A very non-traditional style comp here, though, for Cloud9.
Yeah, it is very good versus a Vi engages through and burning through all these potions very quickly. One potion, one biscuit left for Luger, one biscuit.
Oh, he got a handshake though! Luger goes in! And here's a fresh slice of pepperoni. It's first blood over to CLG.
Boom! Hits the handshake. Berserker gets so aggressive right up into the tower.
Man, game 1, 3 minutes in, the action is already popping off. He's gonna try to tower dive him.
He dropped!
Oh, he got
him! Gets away with murder.
A 1v1 solo kill tower dive. What is this game?
We promised you this would be bloody. Tower dive was hilarious. All right, here's another look at it though. Berserker going for the harassment. Got the auto, but Boom got the handshake into the tower. And even with the cleanse used, they still get the first blood. Sven, though, using that Ashe range, super long auto attack range here to harass him under tower. And then, even with Boom leveling up, he pulled off the play.
We're not done. Boom is, though. Berserker picks up the kill, makes it a 3-1 game.
Flabber just smites early to get the charge ticking for his second one as well.
Oh, but a level 6 1v1 here in mid lane won't turn into a kill. Sven down to 200 HP, bottom lane, Luger and Poom. They go in, and it's a shutdown over. The credit is for Poom. Luger, 200 HP, needs the damage, but he won't find it. Berserker, ready to turn it around. Poom.
You're not done! Bottom lane dive number 4.
Blabber's coming in. Poom tries to walk away, but it only takes a chomp and a spear, and he'll burn on down. Blabber gets killed. Already down. Contracts leading the way. Sweeping as they go. Luger and Palafox right behind him. Drake's at about 2K. Arrow finds its way onto Luger, who's almost dead already. Into the pit goes Blabber, but it's going to be secured by Contracts and CLG. Blabber gets over the wall. Forward here in this bottom lane. He'll step up. He should be able to grab solo gold here. Blabber's just hanging around just in case somebody shows up, but C9 gets first turn. Into it 15 minutes. If you're CLG, do you even want to fight over this?
Looks like they do. I mean, they're in the area, and Kennen is bot side. So I think if Kennen doesn't TP, CLG are down to actually take the fight here. Palafox looking to threaten a flank, and C9's gonna have to make their choice because Kennen is now coming.
All right, they're engaging on Blabber, who tries to get away over the wall. Contracts going into the back line. Berserker's under pressure. Contracts gets him. Shutdown's there. Fudge goes into the back, looking to cut up CLG. He'll take out Dokla, but where's he gonna go now? Luger's trying to get away. And Blabber's bringing down the hammer as Luger falls. Palafox picks up Fudge, and C9 takes Contracts down. 2 for 3, favoring C9.
They still want to answer Rift Herald Fight Part 2.
It ain't done yet, baby. Palafox still ready to contest this. Jumping back, Everfrost trying to root Blabber.
So 1v3.
Palafox! Sven just guns him down.
Hit him with the Kobe.
1,000 gold lead for the side of C9. Pretty incredible stuff here. Dokla wants to make it even more. Fudge goes back underneath the turret. Slicing Maelstrom versus Slicing Maelstrom. CLG cannot get it done. Arrow comes in from across the map, but it ain't gonna hit nothing just yet. CLG still ready to go once more. Fudge dropped as the Hawk shot follows up, but now it's Jensen versus 3, and those 3 are trying to get the hell out. Sven's coming around from the side. Volley goes out for the slow. CLG wants to save their players, but Palafox dies again. A rough game for the CLG mid lane.
And at the same time, there's a Herald bot here from C9. They're pushing up with Berserker, so they're gonna get a full tier 2 tower. Berserker is getting paid, and Cloud9 go even on the top side with
Comeback fight, but it looks like he teleports mid, and they're still gonna have a bit of a difficult time doing anything here, so.
On the flanks, just in case, will secure soul point for C9.
And Fudge is just playing so smart. Like, he knows if CLG aren't turning up to the Dragon, the only thing that can be very respectful to the chance of a gank. We know that CLG is actually here, so really smart stuff from him. Another arrow gonna swing and a miss, but Dokla is pretty far out there and might be gonna get run down.
Beautiful use of Pillar while mid-air to stop Dokla from getting over the wall and into the river. Fudge will drop the Maelstrom, and Berserker drops Dokla.
Blabber has had some insane pillars. The pin against the wall on Luger at the Dragon fight, right out of the air. Sejuani just going pig shooting there, and Baron is next on the list. They've got the Rends, so if it comes down to the smite fight, huge advantage to Cloud9.
And it looks like we're not even gonna get there. Boom getting caught out over the wall. Jensen still moving forward, making sure that he's zoning the rest of CLG away. Contract's the only man who might be able to turn this around. Goes over the wall! And Contract steals the Baron from C9!
2 kills, Contracts gets the
2 seconds. Very, very spammy.
He's almost 11.
Trying to defend their tier 1 turret, but CLG want to get some value out of the Baron here. Sejuani ulti comes out, but it doesn't do a whole lot to Berserker. Arrow flies through, but it won't hit nobody. Boom, immediately dies as C9 will not let CLG move forward any further, but the mid lane tier 1 still falls.
Exactly, and again, it's still bounties, right? They're picking up these bounties here for the Kennen. And Sven's actually out of wards. He dropped his last one there in the side brush, but Cloud9 looking to engage.
Sometimes you don't need to flank if Blabber can just walk right in. Contracts delivers free money, and C9 keeps walking forward. Dokla can't really find an angle to get involved after Contracts explodes.
Be the Dragon Soul for Cloud9. Palafox got hit with the arrow, so Contracts tried to peel for him a little bit there, goes in with the Q, but then once you hit that ultimate button, you're in the enemy team all alone, and Cloud9 take him down instantly. Palafox, though.
Yeah, we're talking about being in the enemy team all alone. Palafox.
Bot wave. No one from CLG is going to answer because they're too concerned about actually losing the Baron here. So CLG getting peeled apart a little bit, feeling like they have to stay in a 5-man squad and losing both their side lanes.
Contracts face checks a brush. Blabber takes a bite out of him. Unstoppable, but he's still gonna drop. Blabber tries to survive long enough so they do not get the reset of the bailout. Fudge comes in, but he's exhausted. Slicing Maelstrom buys a little bit of time as Palafox looks for Blabber still. Luger does not have the ability to DPS in these fights. Berserker goes on a rampage. Boom tries to go home. C9
for CLG, and Cloud9 looking fully in control of game 1.
This is
They should be able to finish this game number 1.
And that's a big ulti there. They actually get the flash off of Contracts. He had to flash the Ash arrow there. Sven just playing so well around Vision. They have a bunch of sweepers. They obviously have his Umbral Glaive as well, and they're just pushing forward. Dokla getting those spears stacked up. Likely won't go down, but he's going to be chunked so low.
Yeah, half HP left on that front line. No ulti available for the Sejuani, and considering he has to heal, no way they can defend right now. Boom dies immediately, and C9's got 5v4 and full health to keep it going farther.
Ash arrows up.
Let's see what else Sven might be able to fish for. Still no ulti ready for the Sejuani. Contracts jumps in. Berserker with a stasis, stopping it in his tracks. They're ready to throw Contracts right back out, but Fudge has the Maelstrom, and now there's no exhaust. CLG has fought their last here in the first game. Luger won't survive. Palafox won't survive. Double kill back over to Fudge. C9 absolutely smashes him in game 1.
Kalista Ash bottom lane, baby. Kalista Ash bottom lane, Berserker and Sven.
Trucks as the answer here for
colors. That's just Dokla needing to get this wave crashed in. Blabber's gonna head up towards this area, but you can see Contracts will already be waiting inside that brush. He'll step in. Blabber should be seen now. They do not want to go for this dive any longer. Contracts flashing back. Contracts getting smacked around a little bit. Can Blabber turn around in time? First blood over to C9, jungler for jungler.
Cloud9 to pick it up first.
Well, and that's why I like that Cloud9 were so proactive with it. Once they saw they were under tower, they say start fighting, right? Because if they return fire at all, the tower shots are going to be there, but Fudge,
Boys,
he's going down.
We got another problem up here in top lane, and it's Dokla. The Croc is online, 2-0 for the CLG top laner. Bottom lane's gonna turn into a 2v2 as Luger looks for the bullets. Sven standing in front of Berserker there.
And it's gonna just get worse here for Fudge unless he gets some help to be bailed out. There's nothing he can do to come back in the 1v1.
And you see Vi coming up through the jungle, Amumu coming up as well, so help is on the way. Cloud9 going to bail Fudge out here. Dokla surrounded.
Yeah, there's no way out of that one. Shutdown goes over to Blabber, so they'll at least be able to punish him. Ganking between the two solo lanes has left him under-leveled here a little bit. You can see Poom is actually higher leveled than Contracts right now as CLG moves in, looking to steal away the enemy blue buff. Contracts gonna chomp that one, gets level 5 off of it, tries to stop Jensen from getting in, but a nice engage from Sven, or is it? Sven's gonna die here, but it's a 1 for 2 so far as CLG is still ready to fight. Make it 2 for 2 when it's all
We're gonna have one team smashing the first game, the other team 1,000 gold up here 9 minutes into the other game.
Well, the thing that I'm also thinking about is what we heard from Big Card as Poom gets caught. Jensen comes in for the follow-up, but Poom's ready to flash and heal to get to safety. Palafox ready to turn things around. Blabber's already extended himself very far. A wild growth for the interrupt on the Vault Breaker, and the break is joy.
And I think with Jensen missing, he then knows he has to actually clear out that wave, but he wants to play it close to the tower, and C9 looking like they want to push up and try to go for it anyway. Renekton ulti is about to be available, though. I think this is a hard dive.
He doesn't have the ulti yet, and the rest of CLG is on the other end of the map taking the Drake. A TP comes in to try to save Dokla, who gets the dominance in time, but he cannot survive. Sven will not be ever frost-rooted. Volt breaks back over the wall just to make sure CLG can't punish him here.
The timing there definitely good for Dokla. Luger the target.
Not good for Luger, though. Tried to cleanse it, but the immediate follow-up of Jensen's charm says no. C9 gonna take the mid lane tier 1 and the enemy AD carry.
And I love the aggressive play there.
Still at mostly full HP. So C9 can clear that one out before they take any significant damage or have real consequences here. They're trying to poke and a little bit back over the wall as Luger gets jumped on. Moving to try to save him. He flashes away, staying alive, but Blabber is still looking. Blabber wants the kill, but he can't find it just yet. Stopwatch keeps Luger alive as Dokla kills off Blabber. Palafox wants to get away, but he cannot do it. It's 1 for 1 so far. Contracts with a flash over the wall, and Jensen with a dash to follow. Contracts gets shielded and barely stays alive.
Other side, multiple people could have gone down. It is just that 1 for 1, but it was really well done by Sven, and I think that really highlights what I was...
The mid-jungle Vi plus Ahri. Ahri is the follow-up damage. You need every little bit... last bit of damage to teleport out.
But still, great play, right? You're just trading the Sivir for a TP. That's a positive for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the Shirelia's active there because the CLG side, the ones with the extra little bump up.
Mr. Amumu. Mr. Amumu, you're not looking so good. Or are you? Contract bites off too much. And Sven stays alive with an hourglass. He goes right back in, looking to bring his team something more. Palafox with another Ahri dash away to get away from the charm, but here comes Blabber. It'll get immune, and now he's very far forward. But is he still going to get punished? No, he's not. Palafox wants to get out back over the wall. Dokla finds his way into the melee. He has no backup. He's not going to get the kill. Oh, no! Back over to Fudge, and CLG's lost. No ulti for Ahri just yet either. Jensen's still waiting on 1/4 of that cooldown. CLG taking their chance, moving onto the Drake. Dokla has no dominus. Blabber's over the wall. He's ready to fight for this. CLG back up. C9 still squaring off with them. Blabber's over the wall. Who's he going to look for? Who's he going to find? Dokla's not super strong here in these fights. Blabber goes over, Blabber goes in, Blabber goes down! And now Sven's looking to counterattack, but he's going to die too! Palafox ready to make this one keep happening. CLG wants to fall back, and they're going to lose one in the process. Dokla goes down, Berserker gets the kill. Luger's on the hunt, and he shuts down Fudge. 3 dead on C9, but it's about to be a second death for CLG. Never mind, Boom with a nice bait. Stays alive for now. Contracts and Palafox chasing after him, and Palafox is still ready to go. Jensen gets shut down, and CLG just won a fight that leads to a Baron.
Forget the Dragon Baron's the name of the game.
Actually secure this, but yeah, Blabber trying to go over the wall. They knew Dokla had no flash, no ulti, but he makes the wrong read here on the juke. Dokla stepping.
Big difference here in the items. Is the Infinity Edge being done for Luger? Whereas Berserker still just has the pieces. So that's a huge DPS increase, just being able to complete that item, and the secondary turns to fall.
Oh, Contract's half HP, but Sven's gonna die first. There's that lack of stasis. Contract's still alive thanks to the subjugated wild growth. Here comes the stolen ulti. They're going in looking for the kill. Palafox with a nice stasis of his own. Dokla tanking on the front line. And CLG went too far. Berserker's ready to punish him. And it's a shutdown on Silence with a follow-up back onto the Renekton. Both solo laners gone.
Goes soon. They're going to keep going.
Are not on the right. Both sides are going to be trading poke here a little bit. I would have to assume Palafox sidesteps Charm, still gets hit by the Q. Now it's Dokla, ready to maybe fight, but Berserker's used the ulti. Berserker trying to get away. CLG jump in, double stasis coming out now. Luger's under pressure. Luger is really trying to kite this one away, but he's shut down as Contract's trying to get out. And CLG finds the kill back onto the Cloud9 AD carry. Dokla wants to heal. He'll stay alive for now. Contract still dealing damage as Jensen's gonna be taken out. Can Fudge do it?
Oh,
But they try to get Blabber in, but he's polymorph, and he falls. Fudge will not be able to 1v3. He steps back. He's kept alive by the Sterix. CLG still hanging around, still hanging out. Fudge, he's behind enemy lines, and he's walking towards the
chain
wrong
hits.
base. Polymorph hits him. Contract's gonna lead the way. Everfrost root strikes true, and there's E2. 8 to Contract. Dub for CLG.
Oh my god, that team fight was both AD carries getting focused so hard that when Berserker gets...
And CLG are on the Baron here. Cloud9 are running over, but Blabber's bot lane, this is gone.
There's no Cloud9 anywhere.
Steal the Amumu ultimate.
Yeah, remember, when Silas goes to steal your ultimate, it is that projectile chain that comes out to hit you.
Oh.
You can projectile pop it as long as it is in the air.
I wonder if he did that earlier when we thought it was a waste of Blabber in trouble.
Blabber's going in. He's already resurrecting, and he's not going to find any target else. He's not going to find any target other than himself this fight. I'm still looking to see where it goes. Jensen goes over the wall, Zap hits him. He's at 60%. Palafox, this time, he gets what he came for. C9 have lost. Ben throws out a chain. He's not going to find it there, but a big three-man ulti stolen by Palafox.
But look at
And
Berserker!
delivered back into C9. But Berserker's ready to fight.
He's
got
shredding
no
him.
health bars. He's ready to bounce that thing around. There goes Boom. There goes Dokla. There goes CLG. And there goes Berserker. Contracts. He's the target. Bunch of Berserkers still chasing. Luger and Contracts want to get the hell out of here.
3,000 to 4,000 gold in actual combat stats. They have spent it up now as they have died, but C9 are going to be the ones to crack the inhibitor here. Berserker gets ignored, and he makes them pay.
Yeah, not enough patience.
Berserker still DPSing. Dragon resetting. Fudge over the wall here a little bit. They try to steal that Amumu ulti again, and this
low.
time Palafox has it. Blabber's in the pit. The Drake's at 3K. C9 jumps Fudge over the wall, and Drake's gonna go their way as Jensen secures it. Sven tries to go in, but now you got
Palafox
Contract
ulti!
in the fight. They're into the back line. They got Berserker. He's down. He's gone, and C9 will follow. CLG just found the fight.
They don't have minions mid to push with.
I mean, Blabber's going towards bot side. C9 don't have any vision on this. This is back-to-back Barons now. Pretty much fully uncontested here. There.
Yeah.
Basic ability, by the way.
Yeah, Zeri, by the way.
Guaranteed crit through structures is definitely feeling it there for Sven. Inhibitor.
CLG's got control. They've got the river. They've got the Drake. They've got this taken care of. C9 doing exactly what it's
Because if you lose that team fight, you lose the game.
Yeah.
The
Right.
base is already wide open, so definitely not willing to lose the game just yet.
Blabber's
get
running
Blabber
away
on
from the
Blabber
rest
here.
of
He's
the
not far
squad, though. If they find Blabber, they've got him there with the pillar. Guardian Angel will not do a damn thing. The entire passive just ends up buying him a couple extra seconds before the
Minute and 30 seconds left on this Baron buff. They can hard push.
Okay, Sven already popping that Zonya's trying to avoid the Amumu ulti steal, but he's already going to be killed instead.
Up to Berserker.
Dokla leads the charge as Berserker's looking to fire back. Fudge loses his Sterix, loses his life,
Oh,
and
Luger!
Berserker has no way to fight back. He's got to go back and heal, but it's a triple in his game now for Counter Logic Gaming.
To the clap back.
All right, Contract's already taking the turret aggro there, just leading the charge. Everfrost flies out, Blabber's back alive. Berserker under pressure, Blabber jumping in. Berserker's about to drop, but Palafox gets himself away. Blabber dead again, still looking to find Berserker. They get the Guardian Angel, they get the Nexus, and CLG ties us up.
Looks like a very, very strong dive. Nocturne's very good at delivering the Orianna shockwave ball.
Play here onto Dokla. Remember, he's not playing Flash, so they just have to get that Arctic Salt down. Now he's going in.
There it is, Flash Q. Dokla's in some trouble, gets stunned up. They got the chain CC and the damage to bring him down. They want to give it over to Fudge. He'll take it. First blood, C9.
Beautiful stuff there. No Flash Sejuani, so the Q is used. Sven flashes in, nails the hook, and is going to be able to get that every 5 seconds. So if you're ever harassing the Sejuani down, it's very, very difficult to actually keep this guy really low on HP because he's taking second wind, he's got a D-shield.
Nocturne ult.
Oh, they're coming in to turn it into a 2v2. Nice shockwave from Jensen, but the follow from Palafox takes him down. Contract's getting away. He survives. And now Blabber. Yep.
And Puma's kind of fishing around, getting some vision. You see the Trundle coming over the mini-map. Oh, it leashes back in.
Oh, no.
The tankier dragons, yeah, they're not going to be able to finish it. Zeri over the wall, Luger.
Luger's ready to play aggro. Meanwhile, Topside's going to have a 1v1. Big Dokes no exhaust, ready to go, and Fudge flashes out of the way of W2. Dokla still trying to step away. He's gonna survive. So Dokla comes out on top and someone steals it. Bottom side. Blabber steals the Mountain Drake, and C9's ready to fight. A nice shockwave gonna look to set this one up, but Sven is already down. Contract pushing forward. Blabber going in, but he won't find a kill. Luger gets Sven. Palabox goes in. He gets the charm. He looks for more. Jen's way up into the top lane here. He and Dokla may just be looking for Fudge. There's your W2 damage. Fudge gets back underneath the turret. He tries to drop the slicing maelstrom. Dokla's tanking it up for now. He drops the exhaust. Contracts has to get away from the aggro now too. Arctic Assault. Dokla will not die to the turret aggro. He sticks around.
Towards mid. CLG, though, because of the rotation, Luger left alone on the bottom side, and they will get that.
Yep, just trying to deny as many minions as he can there before he knocks that turret down. But this is going to be a very execution-heavy based game.
Reaction out of C9. Those paranoias that Nocturne only being able to be used as a response so far is causing some trouble as CLG uses.
Really like these lane allocations specifically from CLG. Poom coming up, hovers on the top side. They counter the play.
I really like how much this series revolves around who's getting the early game lead, who's pushing those advantages and creating even more off of them, really depending on that snowball, since that's what we wanted to see out of both of these squads, out of both of these teams, that now it's Cloud9 looking to make the move here in bottom lane. Nocturne and Kennen together, especially when they both drop the ultis, that's plenty of damage. Dope was down.
Okay, so speaking of those Nocturne picks that are supposed to happen in the side lanes, there you go. Good job, Blabber. They get the...
Yeah,
got
or
three
everyone,
exhausts.
all at once.
You exhaust Kennen, you exhaust Nocturne, you exhaust Nautilus, and all of a sudden they're all in there with nowhere to go. They make the engage, and CLG is looking for Jensen, but they don't find him. Now Blabber's ready to try to turn it around. He goes in after Luger. They're going to buy a little bit of time here for Palafox, who goes into the zone, just keeping himself alive, tries to get back away. CLG still here on the front line, grabbing the kill on Sven. Fudge slices them to pieces. A double kill twice. An ace for one for C9.
It's the Fudge Factor, baby! Fudge flies in on the cannon!
On Kennen really early and timed out as he's ulting through. So a lot of it full damage there. Giving amount of gold for Cloud9. They were down 1,000. Now they're up 3K here.
Oh, yeah.
So huge stuff for Cloud9. This Baron power play is after they get dive. And if they take down the last remnants of these outer towers, they can look for more picks with their Nocturne ultimate. Blabber has been leading up to it. CLG hard split pushing.
Yeah.
2 members on top side will get that secondary tower.
CLG not interested in
because of the reduction in tenacity, so that is something that he's really gonna have to watch out for.
And there is no cleanse on Luger. There is no Mikhails on...
all level 16 now for those final level of ultis. But the big difference, Berserker level 16, Luger only 14. He's behind compared to his Cloud9 counterpart.
Look, they're pinging on Fudge already. They want to initiate on him.
Oh, they found Fudge before he's able to do anything. The shutdown, the pick for CLG.
The Fed Kennen is off the table. Without Fudge, the heart of their team fight, it's so risky. They're going to poke around. Blabber would have to pull off a miracle here. He does have Flash. Smite cooldown coming back up. He's got another charge.
Oh, who flashes
They're
in?
going after Jensen. Palafox over the wall gets the charm with this flash, and Luger takes the kill. CLG have now lost their mid laner. Fudge is down for another 20 seconds. CLG is back onto the Baron. Berserker is the only damage threat left on Cloud9 now. Luger's still at half HP.
The charm is
CLG
used.
still
He can
working
go
with
in
the
now.
Baron.
Fudge has teleport.
Teleport and flash whenever he respawns. CLG, how do they want to play it? Sven's walking away
Stop
now.
the Berserker.
They've got the Baron down to 2,000. Blabber's low.
Here
The
comes
game
Fudge.
again. The Baron's down to a Blabber. It's stolen by Blabber. And Cloud9 just turned it on its head.
Blabber steals the Baron and Fudge teleports in to steal away CLG's hopes of this game. What a play there. The Baron turned right back around against them.
This could be it. They're actually pushing down mid here. They have the Baron buff. 30 seconds on the carries here of CLG. Do they want to try to posture forward and look for the end?
They've got so much damage ready to go, and only a Trundle stopping them. It's still 10 seconds on Poom, 15 on Luger. C9 sees the opening, and they go for the Nexus turrets. First one drops as Contracts tries to step in and buy any amount of time that he can.
They're getting
Then
low.
dies. Contracts is out. However, Poom is back. Luger's going to be around here in a second. Poom wants another moment, but he can't have it. C9 take game 3.
Cloud9 flipped the game on its head. Out of
Top side though.
And I love the fact that CLG picked these two flex picks
Out of his blue quadrant. Meanwhile, Dokla trying to get into experience range of the melee minions.
Fudge isn't gonna let him. Fudge just needs one more hit to get it first blood. Cloud9.
It's a train kill! You wanted first blood before 3. Pumping out. Yes, eventually Poom will complete his support item. They'll both get 1K, but having the earlier spikes matters a lot.
Meanwhile, they've got contracts wrapping around to counter jungle on this blue side since he was chased out of his top side, and he could get behind this bottom lane of Cloud9 that were so heavily pushed up.
He's flashing!
He flashes the wall. He slams him back in, and he sets up Luger to grab the kill. Beautiful killer instinct coming out from CLG's jungler.
This is the bad part about going for the...
Actually be their Herald.
CLG actually are going to fight it. Instead of pushing mid for turret plates, they want this 5-on-5. There's no ult on Akali.
This is a very dangerous choice from CLG, but here they come. Eyeball not secured by the side of C9. Poom's able to find the ulti here at the very start of the fight, and now Luger is ready to go to town. Fudge wants to get away, but Palafox's Q3 gives him some more DPS, and Palafox gets the execution kill.
They get the Rift Herald for Cloud9.
Opening up more of the map and destroy any of these objectives when they want to group up. That's going to help them a lot, too. As Dokla goes in there, but he misses the Shuriken flip. That's a huge chunk of Akali's damage in these trades.
Got R1.
So, yeah, he can just use the ulti to further disengage this one. And bottom side, Contracts looking for it yet again. Sven and Berserker trying to get away. CLG don't want to let him. Berserker's down. Luger's on a killing spree. It's Zeri! That's chasing him until he's forced to revert that position.
Sees him.
Blabber and Contracts know that each other are around. Okay, all right, we're chilling right now. Luger's still the man to keep your eyes on. Cloud9 knows he's got to go first if they want to be able to win these fights. Blabber finds his pillar on the Contracts. Contracts in trouble. Berserker in the money.
The C9 bot there.
Absolutely necessary for them as well. You know, get that Draven to a good point. It's not the massive cash in he wanted, but it's still a...
But they weren't able to claim the eye and actually use the objective because CLG outfought him in the fight. However, Dokla's still bottom. He has a teleport. Does CLG want to go after this? Yes, they do. They eject Blabber. The Herald's at 2,500. C9's getting away. It's stolen away by CLG. They'll grab it, they'll get the eye, but now it's going to be a fight. There comes Renata's ulti. There goes C9. Flash over the wall. Dokla's into the back. It's already 2 down. Luger's ready to go. Fate, shield, double kill Luger.
And CLG rip them apart with that Rift Herald they can take down and immediately push on mid lane as well. Dokla follows them over the wall. You saw split comms from Cloud9. Sven and Jensen were trying to kill Palafox on the right side, and so
they've got this bottom lane tier 1 turret of Cloud9 also nearly dead. Dokla's gonna push the wave up on this one. He goes in and looks for Jensen. Repositions himself a little bit with some fancy feet there. Jensen throws out the wall. Palafox coming down trying to help him out here. There's the kill. CLG get a free
side, but it's been CLG running this 4th game.
I love plays where you can see in their little movements the comms in action, actually, of those kills chasing down and the aftermath there of the Rift Herald charge. That will fund their further intimidation of these neutrals to not even allow Cloud9 that opportunity.
Here comes Contracts. Jensen tries to get away, manages to escape thanks to the ulti and the flash. Arrow flies through, hits Contract, the one tanky member here on CLG. He has to flash back over the pillar, slams Renekton into the wall, and now Fudge gonna take some damage too. Contracts gets away with the heal. Palafox throws 3 of them up in the air. Dokla's ready to come on in, and Luger is godlike.
Love the aggressive move there from Contracts, gets the stun onto Fudge. And C9 can't finish anyone off here whatsoever. And now back to live. It's on to Palafox. He's in trouble.
Yeah, I think they're going to finish this one. Fudge takes the kill there. So at least
they'll control it here by Blue. But Ash is so far back that in the Fog of War, Sven fires it out. Really solid aim from him. And Contract's now going to get dove.
Okay, Blabber using the subjugate there to make the target more vulnerable. Contracts tries to walk away, but he can't do it.
That's 2 picks, and they're going to get this bottom turret. So CLG answered with the top turret, yes, because they show so many bottoms, so this one is gone. But you hear the audience shout for the chickens there, like, ooh, my goodness, that Zeri W one-shot all the small chickens? That is a 7-kill Zeri with Infinity Edge, yes. So much damage.
Oh, speaking of damage, Dokla says, hey, Blabber, you ain't got no ulti, buddy. Easy pick for the Akali.
And that's what we're talking about. When the front line don't have flashes,
Jungler's down for 20 seconds. Even when he spawns, he won't be able to get back here very quickly. You've got Palafox, you've got Luger. The Baron will drop pretty rapidly. Contracts has his smite ready to go. Palafox going over the wall, looking for Berserker, gonna hit him pretty hard. Berserker
if this
loses
gets
shield
stolen,
going
I
past
swear.
him. Baron's at about 2,700. Okay, Jensen's not even there. Baron secured from CLG. Big Dokes looking for another one. Trying to find Sven. Doesn't even try. The Baron's already down. Dokla still looking. Jensen gets over the wall. Palafox, meanwhile, just wearing purple up here in top lane, doing whatever he damn well pleases because nobody's around to stop him.
until he has that.
Yeah, that's a huge difference in the way this fight looks. Palafox also walking all the way across the rift to join back up as he goes over the wall. The Q3's ready to do it. He doesn't have his ulti just yet, but he doesn't need it. He kills the enemy AD carry. They take the dragon at the same time. CLG.
Upset wins over these top teams in the regular season when they've got the flexibility in Champion Select and they are not afraid, both solo laners, to pick out these champions. Constantly going for the picks.
Oh! Palafox getting exactly what he came for. Finds the kill on Sven, and that's 25 seconds until the Cloud9 support is back alive. A deep TP coming out
Last chance
as we're going to see C9 try to find any sort of a play. Yes, they will be 4v5 as soon as Berserker spawns, so this is a little bit risky. There comes the Draven ulti. Fudge still waiting. Boom might die, but he flashes away. And Contracts just made it look so quick and easy to disengage. Fudge goes over the wall, but he's right in the middle of 4. This one's done.
CLG gonna even us up, baby! You wanted 5 games, you wanted silver scrapes! Well, Cloud9 now, they're strapped at their turret!
They're looking for it. Jensen goes in. Palafox gonna get shut down. Nice pick coming out from C9. Ash Arrow arrives, but it arrives late. There's Poom's ulti. Turns Trundle berserk, but he can't do much with it. Luger with a Zeri zap. Thank you very much. CLG will trade one back mid laner for mid laner.
Oh my God, there's so much action. CLG.
For them to move up and even check this, that you have to think CLG is just going to be going straight for it.
Okay, and you better think Blabber is thinking about that Baron steal he got on Nocturne.
Yep.
Can he repeat? He's got Flash, he's got Smite, he's got a Dream.
It's a little bit tougher with Trundle, as you kind of only have your Flash or that Blast going to
You got a
get
good
into
old
pit
club
with.
there too.
Here comes Teleports just showing up. Blabber's on the front line. He's going to be focused. Palafox jumps in, buying a bit of time for everybody else. He's
Dokla
very
in the
low.
back.
Dokla sweeping in, swooping in, and cutting Cloud9 to pieces. Late game Akali does whatever she wants. And there
You wanna
goes
go home?
Jensen. He's going home one way or the other, and Sven is going in the dirt as CLG is going to game 5. We're going the distance, baby. Let's do it.
This series has been so back and forth. They wouldn't have it any other way. CLG crushed Cloud9 in game number 4 here, 20-5. They're gonna have some fun, pad the stats, and take down that Nexus. We're going the distance.
Action-packed series.
Malzahar's really good. It is gonna be Vex instead. So if you prime the fear passive with the
You can see with the pushing lanes
they
here,
want to dive top. Look at
for
where Contracts is
CLG.
going.
Oh, do they actually have what it takes to pull off this dive, though? Dokla and Contracts. Okay, Dokla takes a little snip out of him. Fudge still has about half of his HP. Contract's gonna start it off. Fudge wants to get away, but it can't be done. Is it a 1-for-1? Yes, the turret finishes it off. And
because if you can take down the Vex's tower, it becomes way, way easier for you to push out the LeBlanc, roam around to your side lanes. Here we go, though. Contracts ganking topside. Well, mid lane is comboed.
Palafox stays alive, though. 100 HP left. Jensen goes back underneath the turret and gets the kill while Fudge dies top. It's a 1-for-1. Fudge trying to freeze this wave here in front of the turret. Blabber still hanging out behind him just in case they try to stop that freeze from occurring. Dokla does end up losing the recall timer that he was going for there, but Blabber's still sticking around. Dokla tries to get away. Nice accuracy, point blank. Dokla can't fight him off, and C9 gets their third kill.
Really well played by Cloud9, getting back up to that top side with Dokla.
Could mean a lot of gold in their pockets if they get a good use of it. Meanwhile, one wave will be eaten by the bottom lane tier 1 as CLG.
Yeah, very likely gonna be the Death Dance there with the armor plus the longsword coming through. Also got to showcase that nice little interaction with Zeri, and 2 items are already done there for Berserker on the same side. You know, Luger does not have his done just yet.
Ooh, this could be it. Blue buff on Jensen too.
Oh, Palafox is in trouble now, buddy. That Everfrost ain't hitting nothing. Jensen's still looking for him. Palafox fires back the open to Fimbulwinter as soon as he casts one more spell. Tier evolutions are always huge spikes in power because of the amount of time that it takes to stack it up. So CLG will keep trying to prevent the waves from crashing into the turret. Like I say, as soon as anything hits that turret, it is dead. If Cloud9 are allowed to control the wave, CLG will lose the tier 1. CLG looking to put the same consequence on their opponent. The teleport's coming in. Oh no, Jensen!
TP, that one is going to be right back to the
Baron.
Has ult back on Vex now as well. See him creeping here on the top side, looking for a flank.
This could tell the story of the entire game, of the entire series. Right here, CLG at Baron down to 5,000.
Ultimate flash.
Vex fires off the ulti. But the Vex ult is not gonna find the mark just yet. Nice spell shield there from Berserker, as now they're ready to go right back in! A massive move from Palafox as Fudge falls! And Sven, massive turn off the back of such a bad TP that came from Jensen, that came from the Fed LeBlanc, and everything is upside down now. Counter Logic Gaming is in the driver's seat.
You got to think Cloud9 comms were saying, hey, on this coordination fumble and the team not being able to follow up, CLG retake the lead.
But how far can they build it? Remember, Cloud9's lead peaked around 2.5. CLG are going to keep pushing these waves up. The tier 2 turret defense is going to be given up by C9, or at least it appears. Fudge coming around from the side. Contracts gets hit, but the subjugate on the enemy tank means he can still walk it off. Blabber's coming in from the side. No angle here for a reset just yet. They got picked off before the fight could even start when CLG was able to claim their Baron. Palafox, root onto 2. Blabber is low. Stay for the wild growth. He's not able to go into reset. City and Berserker's under pressure. They kill the enemy AD carry. C9 have lost 2, but they've killed 1. Sven runs back into the enemy turret. I can't even stay hyped watching a Lulu run through a turret.
He goes down! The teleport to top side for Jensen. Cloud9 already in evasive maneuvers here. They want to go for at least the split push on top. Ultimates. They've got the Shirelias as well.
They're going in for this. Dokla is all alone, and C9 piles in after the CLG top laner. Jensen keeping the reinforcements away. Dokla's not going to get any value out of his own stasis there with the Hourglass.
That is so huge for Cloud9, and now they can try to go to Baron. Jensen did such a good job playing bodyguard because CLG were forcing their way up there. They even got the ghost off of Luger, and now they're going for the turn.
Contracts does not want to be killed off here. CLG 4v5, trying to see if they can deal with him. Vex ulti only hits the Sejuani. Luger is still firing. They need to allow this Zeri ulti to wear away, but Luger is unafraid. He should have been afraid. Shut down by Jensen, and C9 took out the threat.
Way over chase for CLG. They had to wait for Dokla. Still 17 seconds on Dokla. He's going to remain dead. His teleport's up, but Cloud9 will get the Baron off of that one.
That is huge for Cloud9. They lay the trap. They play it so well. Everyone split from...
There's nothing here that you're going to really get for CLG chasing into the darkness 4v5 with your ultimates all timing out. Cloud9 completely outplay, and now they're going to get the pick on top.
They ain't done yet. Palafox wants to get out of it, tries to turn it back around a little bit here with some Everfrost action, but he's killed by Blabber. C9 now trying to keep this momentum going even further. Blabber dies to Dokla, 1-for-1 so far. C9 disengaging it. Sven is very low. Jensen and Berserker still full HP.
Of the Dragon's Soul.
Which shows again how big it was that CLG got that last one. If this is an Infernal Soul scene...
For these squishy members, has over 600 AP now. Has really at a strong
Tracks. He has to flash away. Jensen still looking for the damage. Nearly one tap. Boom.
And Dokla still split pushing. CLG are going to give up their inhibitor turret in exchange for Dokla pushing on bottom inhibitor turret. That thing's gone. They kill him at the same time. It's going to be a race on the inhibitors.
Yeah, Dokla takes out the inhibitors as fast as the entire...
With that safety, and who has to fight for their lives get knocked down into the lower bracket for next weekend.
Absolutely. I mean, despite the fact that Cloud9 is up, they're not massively up, but it's going to come down to execution this late in the game, but they're going for contracts.
Contracts losing half HP. CLG falling back. Luger's here on the front. He's the target. If he dies, CLG knows it's over. They're all heading for the hills. Jensen jumps in. Palafox is down. Boom is down. C9 kills off 3, and they're looking at